Morning everyone, welcome to another video. Right now I'm just prepping everything to get a heifer bred in corral 2. Once we get this done, we're gonna hop on the quad, which is just parked outside, rip to the corral and get that heifer bred. That's the lady right there. She's bred now. Should have let him go. We're gonna clean off our case loader now. As you guys know from the last video, unfortunately, we started snapping the bolts that hold one of the rims on, and we don't know when that thing's gonna get fixed. Our mechanic Brent, he's on holidays right now. Perfect time for him to leave. It's kind of between silaging and combining right now. So he can't fix it right away, and me and Dad kind of looked at it. We were like, I don't know about that. So it's probably gonna be sitting in front of the shop there for a while, and we're most likely gonna get into our second cut of alfalfa before we're fixing that thing. So that means we gotta clean off this case loader. We made it pretty dirty. It's kind of too bad. Not even a full day of hauling, I would have had this out on the field. It is what it is. Pulled up to our pressure washer shed there. We're gonna start with this tool, scrape it all off. You can see there's a bunch of solid manure jammed up in the corners of this bucket. And I also was digging clay before this, so I'm sure some of that hard clay is still in there. Should be fun. That is a lot of trash that was hung up in the bucket. Dad's sitting there drinking coffee. He's probably looking at me like, oh, he better go and drive that somewhere else other than right in front of our generator shed. So I'm gonna go dump this on our manure pile, and then we'll get to pressure washing. Okay, our loader's clean again, ready to feed cows if it needs to, or pack silage in a week's time. So we're gonna go park it in the shed now. Chopper's been in the shop for a bit with the Buhler Versatile attached to it. You guys know our MX-285 was having problems during silaging. Put this guy on there. Brent was just doing a bunch of work on the chopper. He changed some spout parts. You can see this clean section of spout in the middle here. The old one's right there, so he put a new one on. And he also fixed the flapper on the end of the spout. That was buggering up, and there's a switch in the tractor that's new. So, you know, the equipment, it's definitely getting some hours on it. We've made quite a bit of silage with this JF stall. You always need to do maintenance on equipment. It doesn't matter what piece of equipment it is, you always need to put new parts in, and stuff is gonna wear out. So he was just taking care of that. We are gonna be using this in 8 days, I believe, to chop that second cut of alfalfa. But in the meantime, Dad wants to do some spraying, so we're gonna take this Buhler Versatile off and hook it back up to our pull type sprayer. So I am gonna hopefully get this thing back on the chopper though. I prefer to chop with the Versatile over the MX285 just because this thing has GPS auto steer. Neline obviously has GPS auto steer in the swather, so it just makes my job a lot easier and more enjoyable when I have the GPS auto steer in it. So plus, you know, all things considered, this tractor is quite a few times more reliable than the MX285. But that's a discussion for another day, I guess. We're gonna start by taking the PTO off, and then we'll drive outside, find a place to park this thing, drop it off. Oh, come on. It never goes easy. Yikes. That is pretty buggered up. That's why it's not coming out so easy. Really struggled to take those two bolts out there. You can see how buggered up they are. I guess that's why. Don't know why that happened. See if we can get this PTO shaft off yet. Nice. Beauty. Just beautiful. So the chopper's sitting there in the field right beside our hay bind header for the swather. Now we just gotta find the sprayer, which is in our equipment shed. Hopefully it's not behind too much stuff. While we're just checking out their equipment situation, how much work it's gonna be to get at our sprayer. 2 trucks, loader kind of in front of it. Although I think maybe I can hook up to it just by moving this single truck. I'll have to come with the tractor at an angle, a pretty steep angle, but I bet I can hit it without running into the truck right here. So, you know, you gotta risk it for the biscuit sometimes. Got her all hooked up. We're ready to pull out. I gotta miss the truck with that boom and that tire. I really hope this is gonna work out. I guess I kind of just thought of this. If it doesn't, I gotta unhook it and get the truck out anyway. So hopefully we can sneak past it. Well, that took way longer than it was supposed to, but it's all good. We got it done anyway. Sprayer is back on the Versatile.
Vaccinating calves. We're taking them out of the reno and putting them in the corrals so they can grow fat steers, and efforts go hopefully up to be milk cows.
Sweet. And you already took them out here without me while I was hooking the sprayer up? So this is just a whole group of calves from that reno barn, the group pen barn. They gotta get vaxxed, and then we'll separate the steers from the heifers. And steers go in pen 4. Well, we got the little calves moved into their pens, and we just noticed a mistake in the feed. These are our steer pens, and they get a lot of barley, and right away I looked in here, I was like, man, this is not good. Look at how much whole barley is in here. That is a very clear sign that the hammer mill is not doing the job it's supposed to be doing. Tons of whole barley. There should be almost 0 whole barley in this ration, so we're gonna head over there. There's probably a hole, you never know, some hardware, metal, rocks it'll bugger up that hammer mill, and before you know it, you're just putting barley through cows and you're not even getting what you're paying for. So we're gonna go check that out right away.
That's bad.
That'll do it. So it wasn't grinding at all.
Probably not.
Well, this is an easy fix, just to put a new screen in there. The only downside is how much is in the bins right now. We got to take it out, put it through that hammer mill again. That's a lot more work. Go check it out now. Looks half.
Yeah. If we can get under here with a truck, it wouldn't be a long job.
No, I know, but you can't because the silage gates are on.
You sure? Did you try it?
I didn't try it, no. We can.
Okay,
I'll grab one.
We'll take the side one line off and then you can do it. Good.
So we're worried about the silage gates making the box too tall to fit underneath those augers. I guess the feed wagon's pretty tall. And wider. A lot wider. We'll see.
I think it'll split up.
I don't think so either. So this pile of barley we just shot out of the bin here is 50% whole, 50% crushed. And the reason why you don't want to feed whole barley to cows is because it'll just go right through their whole digestive tract. They won't take any of the nutrients up from this grain, and they'll just poop it out on the other side. So this stuff is really, really expensive right now. And we're just gonna cringe too hard feeding 2 of these full bins to the cows like that, knowing they're not gonna get any value out of it. So we gotta put it through the big grain leg again, put it in a bin, feed it back through that hammer mill with a new screen. That's the only option we got. And Dad's coming with the truck now to see if it fits underneath here. Otherwise we'll have to take those silage gates off. Well, we got it under the one bin. That other bin might be a struggle, but maybe we can come from the other side and weasel our way in there. So we're gonna take all that barley, put it into the small storage bin. That one's completely empty. Might as well keep it separate. And then run it through the hammer mill right away. So come over here to our unload grain leg and put it onto bin number 4. It's on bin number 8 right now. Yeah, that's bin number 4. Okay, first truck is full. We're gonna back out of here now. Dad's out front guiding me, so just wait for him to start swinging his arms like crazy, like he just did there. Then I'll hammer the brakes. Slowly going backwards. All right, just like that, we're out. It's gonna be some dusty stuff. Now comes the fun part, getting the last bit of grain out of that box. all done here. Cleaned it up, broomed it off. The hammer mill's running right now. It's re-grinding all that barley grain, and our truck got super dirty there unloading and filling. The dust was blowing over the cab, so we're just gonna take this thing for a rip down the road and try to get all this barley chaff off. Look at this stuff. So we're all done. It's now 7:45. Took us about an hour and 45 minutes to get that job done, but we probably saved a couple $1,000 taking the grain out of the bin, putting it through the hammer mill again. And just to prove that point, we're in the cow barn right now. These ladies also consume a lot of barley, and you can see in their feed here, it's all whole. And this is just gonna go straight through that cow. So if we dug in their patties right now, their manure, we would find all that whole barley. They just do not digest it at all. And that's no good, because a B train, those twin trucks that you guys see us unload sometimes at the farm here, costs about $14,000 when it's full with barley grain right now. So that's it's a pretty price for that truck, and you want to make sure you're getting the most value out of that grain. We used to have a roller mill, it didn't do such a good job. We went to the hammer mill, we see way better results with that thing. So tomorrow morning, their food is going to be back to normal. Right now, they are eating that whole barley. I'm sure we'll see it in the milk tank. When the milk truck comes, they sample it, they tell you what the fat percentage is of the milk. I'm sure we're gonna see a dip just because of the whole barley going in there. So we did lose already, but we definitely caught it on time before we fed that whole bin and figured that out. Anyway, that is gonna be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons down below. Check out the Instagram, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.